Good morning. Welcome to September. Whew, we made it through August, right? Now everybody's been pulling out pumpkin spice lattes and all that kind of nasty stuff. Just drink coffee, y'all. Just drink coffee. I'm just picking. I don't really like pumpkin spice latte though. I do like pumpkin cookies, so I do like pumpkin, but I'm like pumpkin is good for you. You should eat it all year long. It's really super good. I'm gonna have to stock some up for Chris because I love putting that kind of stuff in his shakes and stuff. But anyway, September, woohoo! It's not even officially fall, and that doesn't mean that it's going to be much cooler for 3 or 4 more weeks. But we start moving into fall mode. School is back into full swing, and we can kind of sit back. Whew, and today is Thursday, and you know what that means. Right, the day I water my plants. No, it's Bible studies tonight, right? Bible study tonight. The last one on this series. And I'm still praying about what to do after this, if to do. God may not give me anything. If he don't, I'm not doing anything. I'm smart enough to know if he doesn't say, I ain't. So anyway, we'll see. We'll see. But tonight we will be diving into Third John, and we'll be done with our study of the Johns, the first, second, and third John. So, and I'll be redoing the my study guides. I'll probably just leave the first John one. I'll fix all the mistakes I saw in it while we were going through it, but leave it, and then I'll add second and third John and have a second one so somebody could take it. That way you got two choices. I don't know. It's not like anybody's buying them anyway. Anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But I got stuff in the works. You better stick around because I do have things in the works. Trust me, I do. Anyway, let's dive in. I titled today, was there something else I needed to announce? Anyway, tonight, 7 o'clock, right here at Facebook Live, or join us in Zoom if you want to be on video. A lot of people don't want to be on video, and that's cool too. That's totally cool too. I do not have a problem with that either. But it's really, I like the interactive part with people on Facebook because they can pose questions, answer questions, throw in scriptures. So there's still that interaction. So even if you watch on Facebook and you don't want to be on video, you can still participate in the actual live class. So we'll see, by the time I decide to do another one, if God leads that way, there may be all kinds of new technology. You just never know. It's crazy around here, right? So today I titled this, He Said What He Said. So I've been up quite a while this morning, and my thoughts have been everywhere. My prayers have been everywhere. Lots of stuff going on, even early in the morning in my head and house. But I just want to go back to what he said. You see, today's September. We're like, woohoo, it's fall. The seasons are changing. The seasons of life change all the time. We move in. I have lots of friends who are retiring now. They're starting to travel and enjoy their later years. Enjoy grandkids. Everything changes all the time. But what God said does not. It just literally doesn't change. So I started going through the scriptures this morning and reminding myself of the peace that he gives us. Because remember, this is peace out. This is all about finding that peace in the middle of a crazy world, in the middle of uh, what I don't even know. Do we want to call it a pandemic? Whatever's going on, it's all crazy right now. It's all crazy. It's just. I don't know if the pandemic's over. I don't know. I don't watch the news, so I'm not being fed that. So I don't know. But is there still a pandemic? Was there ever a pandemic? Is there? Is all of what of that's going on? There's wars everywhere. I'm praying for our Ukrainian brothers and our Russian brothers too and sisters. Don't get caught up, okay? But believers say around the world there's floods in India, there's all kinds of devastation in Pakistan. We are living in Matthew 24. Now I'm going to read that real quick, but I'm going to go ahead and read it. I didn't plan on reading it. Jesus said this. He says, we're going to in the he said they said, when as he said on the Mount of Olives, the disciples came to him privately, asking him, "Tell us, when will these things be? When will the end times be? Right? What is the sign of your coming?" Now he has not been crucified yet. They don't even know what they're asking. They want to know the sign of your coming and the end of the age, because they were looking for a physical king. And they thought he was going to wipe out their religious or more their political system, and he was going to sit on a physical throne. But he was not. So he answers their question, but they still didn't get what they were looking for, because they thought he was going to be a physical king. When he died, all of their promises died, they thought. All of what they had believed in died, they thought. They thought all that they had hoped for was gone. And they were afraid for their own lives, of course, too, but they were devastated when he died because they thought he was going to tear down everything that they had there in their religious and political system, and he was going to take the throne of David and sit on it forever. That's what they thought. They couldn't make that spiritual connection. And so therefore they probably didn't even have peace when they were talking to the Prince of Peace, the one who ruled over peace, the one who disperses peace, the one who left his peace here. They're sitting there and talking to the Prince of Peace and missing the whole point. But Jesus said this: in the last days there will be wars and rumors of wars. Do we see that? Absolutely. Now listen to what he said next, though. See that you are not troubled. We could translate to, let my peace reign in your heart. That's the only way to not be troubled, is to hold on to his peace. Because when we look at the wars and the rumors of wars and the crazy things North Korea does from time to time, the things we don't even know about, we hear, it's just, we live in a crazy world that is full of, out there, it's full of fear. There's war, rumors of war. Let's go on and look at some of these things. He says, nation will rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom. There'll be famines. Do we have that now? Yes. Pestilences. Oh my gosh. If I see another weird bug come across my Facebook that there's the invading this and invading that, it's those crazy pestilences out there today. Earthquakes in various places. Who ever thought Oklahoma would ever have earthquakes? Right? He said, all of these are the beginning of sorrows. And then he goes on to talk about how lawlessness will abound. We live in the most, I'm going to say it this way, and then I'm going to totally take back what I say, okay? It seems like, I'll put it that way, we live in the most lawless age ever. There's no respect for the laws of nature, the laws of God, the laws of the land. This generation is a lawless generation. Don't tell me what to do. It's crazy how there's the lack of respect. But I have to look back at Noah. God said in the days of Noah that men's heart was on evil all the time. Their hearts drove and craved evil. And I can't say that that's much different, which is really sad. It could be a little bit scary, but it doesn't have to be. Why? Because we don't have to live like that. We don't live according to the law of this world. Now, we abide by the laws of the land, don't get me wrong, but we're not bound by the laws of this world. We don't have to be like everyone else. Why? Because we live in a kingdom where the Prince of Peace reigns over us. And that Prince of Peace gives us his peace. It's not a fake peace. It's not a temporary peace. It's not a help you get by peace. It's a peace for right now. No matter what we're dealing with, we can have his peace. Why? Because we're not citizens of this world. We're aliens, actually. Explore that term a little bit. I won't. Right? We're actually aliens here. We don't belong to this world. There's an old song, I'm just a passing through. This world is not my home. I'm just passing through. My treasures are laid up somewhere beyond the blue. I won't sing because I want y'all to keep liking me. Okay. But, and this world really isn't our home. Paul said in Colossians, why do you act like you are living in this world? And I'm like, well, we are living in this world. How can we not act like we're living in this world? Because we are actually living in this world. But he's going, focus your mind, your efforts, your energies, your whole being on the eternals, not the naturals. These things, anything you can see with your eyes will go away. It's the things you can't see with your eyes that's going to be eternal. That means peace, love, the kingdom of God, everything about the kingdom of God. I'm trying to think of something else to put on that list. What else is there, right? So it's the things, he even said that these light afflictions, he said that Paul said, shift your view from these afflictions, from this lawlessness, from this crazy age, from this pandemic, post-pandemic, whatever you want to call it, label it however you want. I don't care how we label it, because it doesn't matter how we label it. What does matter is that we want to stick God's label of peace on it. That's how you label it. Oh, there's all this going on, but this is a generation of peace because We're going to walk in his peace. There's all this crazy wars going on. There's famines going on. There's pestilence. There's pandemics. There's plagues. There's all of these things are going on. Nobody's going to sit here and say these are not bad things that are going on. But that's not our focus. In the middle of it, we can label this day with his peace because he gave us his peace. And he gave it before he got to this chapter. He'd already said, I'm leaving my peace. He said that in John chapter 4, right? And this is Matthew 24. So this is pretty close to the same time because it's right before Gethsemane. So right about the same time he's going, this is going to be some really bad stuff you see with your natural eyes, but make sure you keep your real eyes, the eyes of your heart on what really matters, and that's the kingdom of God. And what is the kingdom of God? Righteousness, joy, and peace, right? So we see all these things. We don't ignore all them. We don't say, oh no, this world is perfect. Oh, it's all love. It's all joy. Everybody loves everybody. There's nothing bad going on. I'm not talking about putting your head in the sand and acting like things aren't bad. Actually, the worse things get, the greater we can understand his peace. The more turmoil that's out there, the sweeter that peace that's in our soul that he put there that we can just let reign. The worse it looks to our eyes, the sweeter the kingdom of God looks. Right? Because we don't have to live by the dictates of this world. We don't have to be in despair like the media. And I'm not trying to blast the media. Watch the news if you want to. I don't watch it anymore. But if you watch it, it doesn't have to dictate to you how you feel. Right? You choose that. You say, man, that's some bad stuff going on. Thank God for his peace. We can focus on his peace. We focus on the kingdom of God. We focus on sharing the kingdom of God. We focus on discipling people in the kingdom of God. Jesus didn't say go get everybody saved, although that's a good thing to do. Go get everybody to say your prayer if you need to. But he said go make disciples. Go walk with people. Talk with people. Invest in people. Teach them the kingdom of God. Keep your eyes on the kingdom of God. And I've gone way over time. I'm so sorry. That's okay. So, no matter what you see today, he said what he said. And we've still got, and what he said was, I'm leaving my peace here. He said, great peace have those who love the law. And then the Psalms, that was just a little bit of this. But who loves his word? Great peace have those who love his word. Nothing's going to offend them. We could probably throw in there, nothing's going to scare them. Ain't scared, right? We have his peace. What a great day to rejoice in what God has promised us. And that's eternal peace that doesn't leak out based on the stuff that goes on around us. There can be terror all around and we can have peace in our heart. There can be pestilence all around. We still have peace in our heart. There can be death all around. We still have peace in our heart. Wow, that's an awesome thing God did. That he knew in advance all the junk that was going to be out there and found a way to pierce it and come through from eternity into time and put his peace in our hearts. And all we have to do is let it rain. I love that picture. I'm going to have to think about that. That's going to be my meditation today. You guys, peace out because he's still on the throne. Peace out because he didn't take his peace back. Peace out because it's still right there for you. Let it rain in your heart today. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow.